What about particularly civics?
Oh, that's a big one, yeah. And, I don't mean to suggest that, like, book learning, as my family would call it, is the only path.
Yeah.
Is the only path for anyone. But I do think that a public school system is the one moment we've got to get all our kids on the same page and say, here is how this country works. Here are your rights, and here, by the way, is the math and reading that you're going to need for the rest of your life. And absolutely a piece of that should be civics. It was my favorite class in 7th grade, and I believe it has really fallen by the wayside in curricula nationally. And so it's not much of a mystery to me as to, if people are tearing their hair out about how, for lack of a better word, ignorant people are about their own democratic process. It's no mystery how it came to that point.
Just a question, not one that I expect you to answer, but just a rhetorical question to throw out there. Whether we're talking about politicians on the left or politicians on the right, how many send their kids to public schools? How many send their kids to private schools? Again, just something to think about, right, Sarah?
Absolutely, and I'd love to see that number. A lot of times the folks charged with protecting that system aren't relying on it themselves, and I reckon that's a problem.
Yeah. Good book. I hope we get a chance to talk again. Thank you for the work. Thank you for hanging in there for the 15 years it took to write this book, and thank you for stretching us this evening, making us think.
Thank you.
Heartland, Sarah Smarsh, at your favorite bookseller right now. Folks, thank you for tuning in to Strategies for Living. We've been brought to you by CADA, the Council on Alcoholism and Drug Abuse of Northwest Louisiana, by Jerry Anderson State Farm Insurance, by Learning RX, by Highland Place Rehab and Nursing Center, by Jacob's Well Inspirational Books and Gifts, and by Resilient House. If today were the last day of your life, and you only have one more phone call that you could make, who is it that you would call? What is it that you would say? And why are you waiting? Take the call. For Sarah Smarsh and for Reuben Wright, I'm marriage and family therapist David McMillan. See you next time on Strategies for Living.
Breaking news and trending talk. This is 101.7 FM and 710 KEEL. KEEL. Report. It's time. It's time. It's time. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, is on the air. Tim Fletcher and his cavalcade of correspondents guide you through all the games in the area. When the game gets tight, late in the fourth quarter, we take you there live. Coaches, kids, correspondents, and Fletch, all here for Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Feel the frenzy.
Well, good evening, everybody. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, it's a Thursday edition of Friday Football Frenzy. What in the world is going on, Adam Hester?
What are we even doing here?
I don't know. Puff, what are we doing? This is a Thursday. Why are we here?
This just sounds like a bad idea, Tim.
Puff, that's not what we like to hear from our main man, Matt Puffenbarger. He's in the house.
I'm here. I'm conscious. Let's do this thing.
It is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Coming at you on this Thursday, 101.7 FM, 710 AM Keel, 710 Keel AM. What am I supposed to say there, Puff?
101.7 FM and 710 Keel.
101.7 FM, 710 Keel.
There you go.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We have already got a handful of games going on, Adam. As a matter of fact, if you're wondering why are we on here Thursday, because we have 8 games out there because of fall break. So we've decided to go ahead and jump on this Thursday stuff here, Adam. If you want to, how about giving us a first choice personnel scores on the quarter update before we get this party started? Take it away, Adam.
They are not going to be in the order of your sheet. I'm bear with me here. I'm catching up.
I refuse to listen.
Mansfield with a 34-0 lead over Ringgold. Yeah, that's a second quarter score, 34-0.
Senior night.
Senior night down in Mansfield. Airline 21, North Webster 6. North DeSoto and Benton just went to half. They're tied at 7. Evangel 21, Southwood nothing. North Caddo 14, Dearborn 0. Bird 21, Parkway 7. Houghton 27, Captain Shreve 7. Loyola 19, St. Mary's 7.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
Are you sure that's all the update? Okay, what's the score that surprises you the most right now?
Maybe Houghton being ahead of Shreve by 20.
That's a little bit of a shock.
Yeah.
I liked Houghton in this game. I think they're really good.
Yeah.
Where they have kind of had their comeuppance is late in the game against Evangel.
Right.
And let's see what happens tonight. Shreve can score. They've got some burners.
And they're going to have to sling it.
And they're going to have to sling it.
Yep.
So this will be very interesting how this all works out. But I think we're going to go ahead and get this party started. Of course, we are here, thanks to good folks over at Chevyland, bringing you Friday Football Frenzy, the Thursday edition. So that's always fun. Puff, are we ready to rock and roll?
We are ready to rock, baby.
Who are we going to first?
We got Dan at Evangel.
Dan, the man, Newman. Hello, Dan Newman. How you doing tonight, sir?
What's up, Fletch?
Not much, buddy. We kind of figured this one would be a out of the realm of reason here pretty quickly, and I think that's what we're getting here, huh?
Well, let me just give you the perspective. Coming into this one over the last 3 games, Tomas Sloan, number 1, the running back for Evangel,
right,
had 771 yards and 10 touchdowns. He has added 3 touchdowns on the ground tonight, and he's over 100 yards with under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Jalen Abraham came in and spelled him, and on 1 carry, he scored the other touchdown, and then Jonathan Terry kicked the 36-yard field goal, and that's where we are, 31-0, and just had a Evangel interception of a Southwood pass.
Oh boy, how much time left? How much time left in the second quarter, Dan?
1:41.
All right, let me ask you real quick, Dan Newman. While this has kind of been a big subject matter over the last couple of days, you've been a member of the Evangel faithful for quite some time. Your perspective on Evangel possibly moving down to Class 4A.
Well, here's my perspective. You asked for my perspective. I don't know for sure, but I think the realignment of District 1-5A that was going to send Evangel down to play Alexandria and Natchitoches Central and Pineville.
Right.
I don't think the travel looked good, and Denny, I think, likes the idea of playing more teams up here, and of course going into 1-4A, that gives them that opportunity, keeping the kids close to family members. And there's a lot of speculation about other stuff, but I can tell you this, it's all garbage. You know as well as I do that Evangel will play anybody, anywhere, anytime, and it really doesn't matter who. They're going to go and give it their best. We just had another score. It is 37-0 with 1:41 to play.
37-0. Okay.
But back to what we were talking about, Evangel. It's a great program. A lot of people think they're so good because it's the coach, and they've got 14 state championships under 8 different head coaches. So it's not anybody; it's the program, it's the system, and that's not going to change no matter where they play.
Dan Newman, speaking the truth, right here on this Thursday night edition. Did the extra point sail through the uprights there, Dan?
Yes, it did.
So we've got a 38-0 score.
37.
37? Okay, I thought it was 30.
Yeah, you missed it.
Okay, all right. 37-0 with about less than a minute to go in the first half, right?
Minute 41, Evangel's kicking off.
Very good. Dan Newman, thank you for jumping in here for Chad, man. Always a pleasure talking to you, buddy.
Same here, Fletch. Be
all right,
good.
Dan. You too. 37-0 there, Adam.
Not anything we didn't expect.
And I think that's I don't think that there's any way that you could say Anthony McLean kind of forecast that today, but
he's not a dumb guy.
No,
you know what I mean? Like, it's
guy.
what do you do?
Yeah.
I don't know what you do if you're Southwood going up against a team like that.
No, Well, we've got another game here tonight of a team that may have overmatched their opponent. It's Airline taking on North Webster. It's a situation where North Webster's got to have games late in the season. Airline would have had to bye if they didn't have an opponent tonight, so they're taking on North Webster at home. Ronnie Coker joins us on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline. Hello, Coach Coker. What's happening in your game tonight, buddy?
Hey, Fletch. Just about a minute ago. Nope, just lied to you. 19 seconds ago. In the first half, we're up 28-6. Jamal Johnson, couple of rushing touchdowns. Gladney had a pretty good run, and then Freeman made a pretty incredible catch for the fourth touchdown.
Who started at quarterback, Gladney or Frame?
Yeah, Jordan did.
Jordan did? How's he looking so
Jordan
far?
Did every snap, took every snap last week also.
I knew that.
How's Jordan looking?
Yeah.
He's looking okay. We running the ball a little bit makes it a lot easier when we can run it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's coaching 101, I think. But
well, that's why we pay you the big bucks on these Thursdays
and
Friday
right.
nights.
Fumble. Nope.
No?
No, it's halftime.
Okay, halftime.
Yeah, halftime, 28-6.
28-6.
Just had to pay the referees.
Oh, see, that's going to make North Webster people unhappy. Hear Ronnie Coker saying they're paying the referees. Oh, wait, they're supposed to pay, yeah.
And you're not lying. I'm actually paying the referees. I'm supposed to do it before the game, but I was busy talking to John Ware too much.
That can happen.
Was reminiscing. Oh, man, that guy can talk, huh, man?
He can do it, buddy. He's a good guy to talk to.
Yeah, he's awesome. Love that cat.
He's a good man.
Love him. 28-6 right here at halftime.
Ronnie Coker paying the refs. Got to get paid. 28-6. Airline on top. There you go, buddy. Good job, Coker. Thank you, buddy.
Man. Hey, I appreciate all y'all.
You too, man.
All right.
28-6 Airline. Not surprised by that one there, Adam.
No, they're just deeper. They got more players. That's kind of what it comes down to sometimes. North Webster's still breaking that offense in a little bit.
Yeah.
Haven't had personnel healthy all at the same time. It's once they do get everybody healthy, and it may be next year, when they finally have everything kind of together. I don't know. But with the athletes he gets up there with that kind of offense they're trying to run, that could be something to watch in the future.
Yes, it could. Puff, where are we going next, buddy?
We're going to Mike in Houghton.
Mike Sewell in Houghton. Mike Sewell. If there is a score that is surprising, I think it's the one that we are hearing from Houghton tonight against Captain Shreve. Catch us up to speed on what's happening in your game here on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline.
Hey, Tim, we got 35-14 Houghton at the half right now.
Holy moly.
It's been kind of a track meet on the Houghton side. Houghton has not punted. Shreve has not punted. And I think nobody's surprised at that. Houghton has scored on every possession, 35 points. Stovall has accounted for one on the ground and 4 throwing the ball. Shreve has been plagued by penalties, has a touchdown call back by penalties, and then had 2 big plays also called back for penalties. Also 2 drops that may have been long touchdown passes. So 3 penalties, 2 drops has been really what stopped Shreve. Shreve is running the ball at will. After Houghton scored 1 touchdown, Shreve scored their second touchdown on 3 carries by Frierson for about 60 yards in about 45 seconds. And we haven't seen Frierson back in the game yet. And Shreve has a lot of weapons. Houghton has to keep their foot on the gas because this team can score quick.
Well, that seems to be, when you look back at what Houghton has done this year, they've always been able to kind of push it out there early, Mike, and then things kind of maybe tighten up a little bit later on. So I wonder how much of a message that's that Jason Brotherton's getting to his kids here in the locker room. Guys, this is far from over. They can put 2 touchdowns on the board mighty quick, and all of a sudden it's a 1-possession game. So I think that's the message he's sending in there at the locker room. In your opinion, you feel the same way?
I do, and I've been watching Houghton football for a long time. Coach Rodney Goon is here, Jason Brothers is here. Sometimes maybe a little too nice, tend to take their foot off the gas, and it may it cost them some. And we certainly didn't want Jason to take his foot off the gas because his brother, the offensive coordinator on the other side. I said coming in, Houghton's going to have to score 50 to win. I'm not convinced that's still not accurate. Shreve can score quickly, a lot of weapons, and I'm sure that the message there is that he's telling them they got to score as many as they can score.
How's old C.J. McWilliams looking tonight?
CJ has been all over the field. A surprising twist for the CJ has played a little bit of free safety and throwing situations, starting long, especially late in the game. But he's also been put in at linebacker a couple of times on passing situations for the blitz. Had a big deflection on a screen pass, blitzing up the middle for the quarterback. And we haven't seen him on defense, but monster on special teams. Only has a couple of catches, hasn't scored yet, but he has certainly had an impact on the game without getting to the end zone. Matthew Witten, 2 touchdowns receiving. Keyshawn Davis, a touchdown receiving. Tristan Sweeney, a good catch. And then Stovall ran in the other one.
Very good. Peyton Stovall having a night to remember. 5 touchdowns accounted for, 4 through the air, 1 on the ground, and Houghton up 35-14 at the half. Mike Sewell, thank you very much, buddy.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, how about a few first-choice personnel scores on the quarter, Adam, before we take our first time out?
I think we can have that arranged. Bird 24, Parkway 13, halftime score, Houghton 35, Shreve 14, Evangel 37, Southwood nothing. Halftime score in what is kind of looking like it might be the game to keep an eye on tonight. Benton and North Dakota tied at 7. Airline 28, North Webster 6, also at halftime. Second quarter score, Loyola 25, St. Mary's 7. North Caddo 14, Darbon Woods at nothing. And Mansfield 34, Ringgold 0.
Those are your first-choice personnel scores on the quarter. This is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, where they still have a handful of Silverado pickup trucks, Texas edition, $12,000 off. They still have a handful of 2018 Malibus for under $19,000. It's Chevyland. You know it by the feeling. 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. It's a great place to buy a car, a truck, or for Puff to maybe buy some musical taste. The Chevyland handing out music tonight. Can they sell us a producer? You big Katy Perry fan? Wait, is this Katy Perry? Who is this? Is this Katy Perry?
It's Katy Perry.
Yeah.
I like the mental images.
Oh, gosh. She's
My age. She's age appropriate.
She's somebody's daughter, sir.
She's old now.
So we've got the fireworks started. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, the special Thursday edition. Oh, we're coming back at you tomorrow. You're not getting away from Hester now that easily.
Yes, sir.
We got the full show tomorrow, but we got the 2-hour show for you tonight, and we will return right after these words. How about a little flagpole sit-up to get you going there, Puff? Woo! Welcome back, everybody. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevrolet. Chevrolet. You know it by the feeling. Tim Fletcher, Adam Hester on this Thursday edition. We're all hopped up on honey-baked ham.
Yeah. That was really good.
As always.
As always.
Saw Bill Smith when I went by the store, and Bill's a good dude. Bill, the proprietor there, he and his wife, Cindy. And I said, what are you doing here? He goes, buddy, we are already filling orders, getting orders prepared for Thanksgiving. I said, so we really won't see you again until like January 3rd.
It's like tax season for
Yes, it is. That's exactly right. It's tax season for the Honey Baked Ham Crew, Southfield Shopping Center, feeding us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Joining us now on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline, we're going to Brian Lambert. Bird taking on Parkway at Preston Crownover. Hey, Brian Lambert, what's going on in your game tonight, buddy?
Hey, Fletch. We are right now at halftime, and Bird has a 24-13 lead over Parkway.
24-13. If you could, catch us up to speed. How do we get to 24-13?
Okay. We had the usual, the Charlie Barham from about 5 yards out.
Typical.
Then Parkway retaliated with a halfback pass for about 65 yards.
Ooh.
And then we came down, and Cameron Phelps took a sweep outside and got inside the end zone. And right before the end of the half, right after Parkway scored again, Scotty Roblo hit a 40-yard field goal.
Very typical Bird performance.
Yeah, I think that's what he just said, isn't it, Adam?
Yeah.
This is kind of a very typical Bird performance. How does Cameron look so far at quarterback tonight?
He looks good. He's thrown the ball twice with 2 completions, and he's made some really good reads. So right now, Bird looks really good. They've pretty much controlled the whole first half of the ball game.
Who got the ball to start off the game? You remember?
Bird got the ball to start off the game.
So Parkway will receive in the second half. How's that Bird defense looking? You think about it. Outside of getting tricked on a halfback pass, I guess from our perspective, looks like they're playing pretty well. What about from the Bird's eye view?
They've been pretty solid so far. Besides the one big play, they've been pretty solid the first half.
Bird, of course, a big game for both of these schools, for Parkway especially for the power rankings. Bird kind of knows where they're going to be in the Division I postseason play, but Parkway could really use a huge win tonight. We'll see if they rally in the second half. Brian Lambert taking care of us from Preston Crownover. Did the Bird crowd travel over tonight?
The Bird crowd traveled well tonight, very well. They've got Parkway pink tonight with the team, and we got a lot of pink in the stand.
That's a very cool deal. Brian Lambert, appreciate it, buddy. We'll talk to you again soon tonight.
Have a good one, Fletch.
You bet. Brian Lambert on a Thursday night. I bet when he woke up back in August, he probably thought, I bet I will never talk to Adam Hester and Matt Puffenbarger and Tim Fletcher on a Thursday night.
He would have, yeah. We didn't know Puff was going to be on the show at that point. He definitely wouldn't have thought
If he'd have said that, then
it would have been really weird then.
I may have thought he had some kind of
hacking your email.
something along those lines.
Yeah.
Puff?
Am I supposed to be paying attention?
No.
Oh.
It would help.
Well, then we can just leave Shane at Benton just hanging on for a little while then.
Now let's go to Shane and Benton on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline. Good evening, Shane. Hey, buddy, what's happening? Going on right there, Shane? How's everything in the world of Shane Cram?
Good. North DeSoto just scored to make it 13-7 at the beginning of the third quarter.
How did they score this go-ahead touchdown?
3rd and 3 from about the 40, 35-yard line, and they ran a dive up the middle, and he broke the first line and was gone from the get-go.
Oh, so once he got to the second level of the defense, there was no one back, huh?
Yeah, it was one of those where safeties came up to fit the outside gaps, and they blocked one of our linebackers, and that was that. They just made a good play.
How's the crowd tonight? Because this is one that has been hyped up pretty well by both head coaches all week long.
It's a pretty good crowd. North DeSoto brought a lot of people as well, which they travel pretty well anyways, especially for the Benton games. Big game for both teams. And our crowd is pretty big as well. So a lot of people came out for this one.
Isn't it a blackout game for Benton? Are they wearing they're all blacks tonight or something?
It is. All black unis, purple helmet.
How's that look, by the way? Look pretty cool?
Pretty sharp look.
Hey, I know the B Hall is there. Someone get a picture of these
Oh,
uniforms.
there's a few pictures online.
Okay, there are. I want to see these. I bet they look sharp. What does Benton need to do here to rally and to take over North DeSoto in this game, Shane?
Well, in the first half, we're lucky to get out 7-7 because they dominated the field position pretty much the whole first half. They would have the ball in plus territory and then punt it. Our average starting position was probably the 10-yard line. It wasn't very good. And then this was actually their first touchdown on the defense. They had us pinned back one time, and our quarterback dropped back to throw, and he got hit from behind, and they recovered it in the end zone right after our scoring drive. So they tied us back up, and then they just made it a one-touchdown game. But they just kicked it off to us, and we took it back to about their 45-yard line, so it was a pretty good return.
All right, so it sounds like Ben is setting up shop. It sounds like we're going to be setting up shop, talking to you and Renee Parker quite a bit tonight because this is a tight one and a very important game as well. Shane Cram, good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
All right.
How big is this for Benton in the power ratings game, Adam?
Let's pull that up and take a look. Right now they would be... project the schedule all the way through. Benton currently is at 26, North Dakota at 15, using the entire schedule.
Right.
So it's big for North Dakota from a home game standpoint, but also Benton is still, got to win a couple of these to make sure they're in.
Good point. Puff, are we ready for our next guest on Friday Football Frenzy?
The Thursday edition. Yeah, we got Eric from Loyola.
Eric Birch joining us on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline. Hello, Eric. He has made his way down to Turpin Stadium in Natchitoches for Loyola versus St. Mary's. Hey, man, what's going on in the game tonight, Eric?
We're at halftime right now, just about to return back from halftime. It's been a pretty good game. It's 25-7 right now in Loyola. We had a block punt for a touchdown by Ian Birch there. That was pretty good.
Whoa! Now, what kind of reaction did Eric Birch have on the Ian Birch block punt for a touchdown?
Well, I was running up and down in the middle there a little bit, jumping, stuff like that. Pretty good. I gave it a good show.
Gave the fans what they wanted, what they paid money to see.
I think so.
That's
so.
awesome.
We were down 7-0 at that point, so that put us back even.
That tied at 7. Okay.
Yep. We got a couple of long passes by Jacob Allen. Jackson Kerr got a long touchdown pass. We got 2 touchdowns by Matt Ramsey, 2 touchdown runs. So we're sitting at 25-7 right now. Missed a couple of extra points.
Okay. Who gets the ball to start the third quarter?
Loyola gets the ball.
Well, a chance kind of for the old knockout blow here, Eric.
So, yeah.
It looks like.
Well, again, when you look at Loyola and their potential playoff spot here, Eric, what grade is Ian in, by the way? Is he he's
a sophomore.
Sophomore, so you got 3 years. So they're going to be dropping down in classification. Do the parents talk about this, or is this something that just me and Adam and coaches talk about?
Obsess over it.
No, we talk about it. We talk about it.
How do you feel about this?
I really don't know what to think. In some ways, I think 2A might be tougher.
Yeah.
You got unless Calvary drops to 1A, which I don't know if they're dropping or not.
It's very, very possible.
Very possible, according to a guy who works there. Yeah.
So we'll probably still play Calvary every year, I would
so.
think. But they wouldn't be a district game. But if they're 2A, they're going to be a district game. And I mean, we played them pretty tough the other night and had a chance to win it, but they beat us. And you got some other teams in 2A that seem to be pretty good. So for us, I don't know. I mean, by the numbers, when you go and play some of these teams that have 120 kids out there, and we got 40, you think to yourself, man, how can we be in the same division? But then you start looking at 2A, and you're thinking, man, there's some pretty good teams in 2A too. So I don't really know what to think about it just yet.
Well, I guess that'll be a bridge that gets crossed whenever Loyola arrives. Right
correct.
now, they have arrived on top at the half and a nice-looking effort. They're 25-7 so far. We'll see if the Flyers add to it with their first possession of the third quarter. And when we find out, we'll be hearing from Eric Birch to let us know, who has already got his calisthenics in tonight after his kid has a block punt return for a touchdown. Nice job. All right, Eric, we'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Eric Birch on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline. Walk-Ons, of course, it's the destination of choice for a lot of people before the game, before they head out to a high school game on Thursday tonight, for instance, or when they get through the game tonight, stop back by because you'll be able to catch the end of the Eagles-Giants, I'm sure. Tomorrow, before you go to the games, there's always a walk-ons near you here in Bossier and Shreveport, on Airline Drive in Bossier, and in Shreveport, of course, on Uri Drive. After the games, same thing. Got National League playoffs begin tomorrow night, right?
That's right.
Dodgers and the Brewers. And then, of course, Saturday and Sunday walk-ons with their 60-plus TVs in both locations, outstanding food, incredible wait service, and a kitchen that just never seems to ever have a bad day. Walk-ons, Bistro and Bar. Adam, how about some first-choice personnel scores on the quarter before we take a timeout?
Let's do it. 24-13, Bird leading Parkway. Halftime score from Houghton. 35-14, Bucks lead Captain Shreve. Evangel 37, Southwood nothing. 14-7 is now the score. North DeSoto leading Benton in the third quarter. Airline 28, North Webster 6 is a halftime score. Same thing with Loyola St. Mary's at halftime. Flyers lead St. Mary's 25-7. North Caddo 14, Darbon Woods nothing. That is also a halftime score. And we're already into the fourth quarter at Mansfield for their senior night. 42-0, they lead Ringgold.
42-0 over Ringgold. The Redskins having a tough year.
Yes, they are.
I'll tell you what, we're going to take a timeout. This is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Oh, you're making my wife happy with a little Greta Van Fleet. Tough. He knows
Good stuff.
He knows how to put a smile on a woman's face, typically by walking out the door.
Very true. Very true.
Matt Puffenbarger, Adam Hester, and myself, Tim Fletcher, hanging out with you on a Thursday edition of Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Coming to you on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Did I get it right?
You did. You nailed it finally without me giving you notes or instructions. I feel like a proud father. Where's the cigars?
Aaron McCarty owes me $10.
Pretty good job there, baby.
Oh, gosh. He's back, and we'll be back right after these words. We're all in a good mood now, buddy. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be? We just got that.
You got that right.
Thursday, Friday football frenzy. Yeah.
Who isn't excited? We know that Puff is too excited. We have to take the camera off of him. He gets a little too pumped up in there.
What?
I'm sorry. We've had complaints.
Yeah. I'm wearing pants today.
There are improvements made. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. You know it by the feeling. So happy to be with you here. Tim Fletcher, Adam Hester, Matt Puffenbarger. And, fellas, we are so happy. The star of our show last week in what was just a highly entertaining game. North Caddo last week in Lakeside, right?
Yes.
Tony Jones back with us tonight as North Caddo has made the trip to Darbone Woods over there in Union Parish. Hey, Tony, how you doing tonight, buddy?
How you doing tonight, sir?
We're doing A-okay, man. So have you got to have kind of rock star status after your appearance last week, huh?
Thank you, sir.
It was fantastic. We thoroughly enjoyed it. The emotion, the excitement. It's what high school football is all about. So if you could, Tony, tell us what's happening in your game tonight, man, against Darbone Woods.
Well, we just come out of halftime. We are in the third quarter, 8:48. North Caddo was up over Dearborn 17-0.
17-0.
Yes, sir.
Over the Wolves, aren't
over
they? The Wolves?
Over Darbone Woods, yes, sir. 17-0. North Caddo has got the ball down. It looks like about the 20-yard line, fixing to shoot for a first down. Looks like it's about 2nd and 6.
All right. So how did North Caddo get on the board tonight? Who's been their go-to guys?
Well, let's see. Number 18. Which is Cole Copeland, scored a touchdown, and then LJ, which is number 1, scored touchdown, and then right before we went into halftime, our kicker kicked about a 32 or 33-yard field goal to make it 17-0 for halftime.
Wow, that's all right, man. It's been the year of the kicker, Adam, in the high school football.
It really has been.
And North Caddo has had their share of good kickers. The Vargas kid was there, wasn't he? A couple of years ago.
Yeah.
No, Jesus Vargas. Yeah. So
right.
Good stuff. So North Caddo has the ball now. Where are they again, Tony?
Well, they was just going for 1st and 10, and North Caddo just scored touchdown.
Touchdown, North Caddo Rebels.
Touchdown, North Caddo, yes, sir.
So that makes it 23-zip. We'll wait with you here, Tony, for the extra point so we can get the right score here.
Yes, sir. They getting everybody situated for it right now.
All right. How many folks from North Caddo made the trip? That's a pretty good drive.
There's probably, I don't know, looks like at least 40 of us in here.
There we go.
Yes,
how long of a drive was it?
About an hour and 45 minutes.
That's what I thought, man. That's a tough drive. There is no good way to go from Vivian to Farmerville.
Snaps up, split the uprights.
Splits the uprights.
Yes, sir.
24-0.
24-0. Yes, sir. With 8:11 left in the third.
All right. Great job, Tony. Good talking to you, buddy. We'll come back to you a little bit later on.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Tony Jones getting it done. He did not disappoint there, Puff and Adam.
Absolutely not. We got another Dearborn shout-out.
Oh, boy. Good Dearborn taking it on the chin again tonight. That was an easy one for the Eagles, and there's a penalty. Maybe offensive pass interference. In the NFL tonight, the Eagles lead the Giants 14-6. College football, Georgia Southern over Texas State in a little Fun Belt action, 10-zip. And TCU and Texas Tech in a Big 12 game midway through the third. It's 7-3 TCU.
It sure is.
Are we sure that's not a Big 10 game? Are we going to Ridge Lewis right now, Puff?
We are going to Ridge Lewis at Parkway.
It's about darn time. Good afternoon, evening / night. Ridge Lewis on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline. How you doing, buddy?
Well, let's see. We just threw a touchdown, and we're not sure exactly what's going on.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we're not exactly sure why.
Pardon?
I thought you were going to say we're not exactly sure why. I was like, well, because
they all of a sudden it was not a touchdown apparently, but then I guess it was a penalty before or something. Okay, to the left. All right, and so anyway, it's 24-13 right now. 5:11 left in the third.
Is Parkway
Bird
driving?
Had up until this point scored every time they touched the ball, but Parkway on the opening kickoff, Parkway drove it down and to the 10-yard line, looking good, and they fumbled the ball, and then Bird turned around and fumbled it back to us on the 20. So that's why Parkway is now at the Bird. Yikes! There's some scary stuff going on right there. What? Anyway, they were at they're at the Bird 20 now, and it is on 2nd and 10.
What's the scary? What's the scary stuff, Ridge?
He kind of just threw the ball up, and anybody's ball.
He threw it up for grabs, and grabs didn't even come down with it.
Nobody came down with it, right?
Okay. What down is it right now?
It is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Bird 20.
Let's see. It's actually inside of that.
Okay.
It's more like the Bird. Actually, it's inside the 10 now.
Ooh.
They had gotten that when I thought it was a touchdown.
Right.
Somehow, and like I said, there's a mystery penalty, and Parkway got the ball about 10 yards up the field, and that's how they advanced it. Anyway, here's the snap, and handoff up the middle, and a loss of about 3. So
that's not good.
It wasn't good. So now we have, I think it's supposed to be third. What did I say, 2nd and 10?
Yeah.
Well, it's still 2nd and 10 according to the scoreboard, but I'm guessing more it's like 3rd and 10. Anyway, it's been a pretty entertaining game. Parkway scored on a first one on one of those gadget plays where, off to the threw a back screen pass to the tailback who turned around and sent it, through a 63-yard touchdown.
That's pretty cool.
It's fairly efficient.
Yeah.
All right,
but like I said, Bird and Charlie Barham have just kind of methodically driven the ball down the field.
You've been
all night long on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, his dad's an old buddy of mine.
Oh, could he do you a solid and maybe take his kid out of the game?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him probably about 15 years. I don't know if he'd appreciate that call right now.
Just out of the blue. Well, hey, Ridge, I haven't talked to you in a while.
How's it going?
How's it going? What's going on? Well, I just want to know if your kid can maybe sit out the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Third down play for Parkway?
No, it was 4th and 7. They threw a fade route to the back of the end zone and incomplete, so Parkway turns around to 9.
All right, so Bird takes over inside their own 10-yard line.
Where is it? The ball is on the 6. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Well, Bird, every now and then, that is the thing about that Bird offense, that they are their own worst enemy on nights, on some occasions, where the ball hits the ground a little bit more than it should. It drives Mike Suggs to the brink of disaster, but he's still hanging in there after 20 years. So we'll see if they hang on to the ball here. All right, there, Ridge Lewis. Good stuff, buddy. 24-13.
All right, talk to you.
You hate that if you're Parkway. You got to take advantage of those opportunities, man. I mean, you get inside the 10 against a Bird offense that is just going to try to probably run about 7 minutes off the clock on this next drive. If Bird is able to put it in on a drive from inside their own 10 and drive down 91 yards,
right,
maybe over if they're up 31-13.
Look, we're getting into October now, so it's time to start paying attention to these numbers. And Parkway right now is at 23 in the power rankings.
What do they project out to?
23.
Oh, that's
right now they're 26. They project out to 23 when you use their full schedule. That's still a little too close for comfort, I would say.
I think the win over Bird would be quite advantageous to their.
Oh, absolutely, it would be.
Where are we headed to now, Puff?
We're going to talk to John at North Webster.
John at North Webster. Hello, John Orr. How are you doing tonight? Appreciate you stepping in for us this evening.
Yeah, man, no problem. I'm good. Not too close for comfort here. It's 35-6. About midway in the third.
Midway to the third.
We hadn't been able to stop Airline tonight, so.
The quarterback for Airline, Jordan Gladney, how has he looked tonight?
Yeah, he looks good. He looks good. He's a stud like his dad was back in his day. So he's about a year my age, maybe a year older than me, and great people. I understand that kid's a great kid too. So that's even better.
Well, that's good to hear, especially from the opposing team. So
yeah. He looks good tonight, man. He's very comfortable out there. He's in complete control when he's got the ball in his hand. So he's throwing it left, throwing it right, shuffle pass, running it. He's doing his thing tonight.
He's wheeling and dealing. What about
wheeling and dealing.
What about North Webster's offense? Have they been able to do anything against that airline defense this evening?
Really hadn't been able to get a lot going. They scored early in the first. We came back down and answered. We missed the extra point, but really since then they've been in the backfield quite a bit, and whether that's busting up a running play or all over Mark Ray before he really has a chance. So they've been in the backfield a good bit on us.
Well, that's this is one that I don't think too many folks up in Spring Hill fully expected a victorious endeavor by the North Webster Knights tonight. But at this point, really, you kind of want to just get out of this one healthy and gear up for the district play down the rest of the way.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't talk to John in the last day or two, but we got a couple kids on the sideline. Looks like maybe we have some discipline issues this week. So we got a couple kids that handle the ball a good bit normally that are on the side. So I don't know that has that big of impact tonight, but at the same time, we don't have everybody out there we normally would. So you learn a lot about kids when you play up. So,
yeah, you're right. That's a good point, John. You want to at least just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and trying.
That's right.
Hey, man, if you lose 49-6, but the last thing you want is to not try. So
that's right. Keep going. Don't quit.
That's something that, boy, you want to show something on film that'll make a kid feel bad. Not hustling in a bad defeat like this, that is about one of the worst things for a kid to see on film. So hopefully the effort will be there as the game wears on, John. Good stuff, buddy.
Right. Yep. Y'all
appreciate it,
man.
man.
Appreciate y'all.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Spring Hill to Bossier. What's the best way to get from Bossier to Spring Hill? I just always do I-20 and get off and go through,
Can't tell you the last time I've been to Spring Hill. It's been a while. Because we weren't in the district past my sophomore year, and I don't remember going back up there.
Well, how about this? While you do the first choice personnel scores on the quarter.
All right.
I'm going to look up on the maps how to go Bossier City to Spring Hill.
You do that.
It's only 56 miles.
Okay.
Interesting.
Anyway, we have scores.
Oh, go ahead. I'm very curious about this.
Bird 24, Parkway 13, Houghton 35, Shreve 14. Some confusion with the Evangel score. The Times has it 41-6 now, but Dan told us it was 37, so maybe it was 38. But we'll get to...
Because he said, I said, did the kid go through the uprights? He said, yes.
And then no.
So it has to be. I bet it was good.
So maybe 41-6 is correct.
Right.
So we'll go with that for now. Either way, a lot to a little. Evangel leads there.
Yeah.
North Dakota has scored to take a 20-14 lead over Benton. 35-6, as you just heard, Airline leading North Webster. Loyola now 32-7 up on St.
They must have
Mary's.
scored on that opening drive.
Yeah. North Caddo 24, Darbon Woods nothing. And our first final of the evening, Mansfield 42, Ringgold 0.
42-0. Wowza. Wowza. Wowzy woozy. Woozy woozy. This is Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. It's 59 minutes if you go straight Bossier City up Highway 3 to Plain Dealing and then over through Carterville. But if you go I-20 and get off, the Dixie Inn exit and go 371 up, it's only 2 minutes longer, but it's 9 miles further. So that's a tough choice. That's a tough choice.
Difficult.
Does Puff think this is like a wedding reception or something? Are we supposed to be on the dance floor tonight?
This is one of those songs?
I'm trying to keep everybody awake and motivated. It's a Thursday, man.
That helps.
I'm already awake, man. I took a 4-hour nap this afternoon because I had my CPAP mask on. I was dead to the world. We are flying, riding, styling, profiling.
Woo! Where you at, Dad? I hear the voice from somewhere.
Friday Football Frenzy, the Thursday edition, coming at you on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. And we will return right after these commercial messages. All rightly, dightily, welcome back, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Oh, Chevyland, your home for 2018 Malibus for under $19K. We're talking 2018 Malibus for around $18,995. They've got a handful of those available at them. For $18,995, you can get a brand new 2018 Chevy Malibu.
Seems like a reasonable deal.
A reasonable deal.
It's a great deal.
Thank you, Puff. Reasonable. He tries to downplay everything except Texas football.
It's okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
it's okay to save $5,000 on a vehicle, I guess, if you want to.
An amazing Chevy?
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's all right, I guess.
So it was reasonable. Reasonable is positive.
Chevyland, you know it by the feeling. 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport. Joining us now on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline from Benton, Louisiana tonight. You know her. You love her. Renee Parker.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Renee, what's going on?
Oh, just a little bit of a butt whooping going on around here.
Whoa, look out. Who's doing the whipping?
Hey, North Soda's winning 27-14, and every touchdown has been scored by the defense.
What?
Yes. Rock Hendrick, number 4,
Every one of
has been blowing in the end zone like crazy for the defense.
Wow. All?
Every score.
All right, well, tell us about this. Okay, so I know that they, according to Shane Cram, they dominated the field position. The first one was they sacked him in the end zone and fumbled, and North DeSoto recovered.
Yeah.
All right, then what about from there?
From there, it's just a turnover.
Turnovers, huh?
They'd turnover, we'd run it in. They'd turnover, we'd run it in. I mean, Rock Hendrick has been grounded. I mean, Chris Norris has ground and pounded them all night long. He has sacked their quarterback, blown through the line. But Rock Hendrick has got the ball, and I mean, he's hauled butt to the end zone for 27-14 with 32 seconds left going into the fourth quarter.
27-13, is that right? 13 or 14?
14, 27-14.
27-14.
And this is the first Benton game we've played in 4 years that we've had refs calling a fair game. In 4 years.
Well, you got the right crew on staff there tonight, I guess. So
Hey, I guess so.
it's about darn time,
Props
huh?
to them.
It's it been 5 years since North DeSoto beat Benton? Is that what it is? 5 years, 6 years?
Oh, I don't know. We lost last year by 1 point. It was 32-33.
Oh, that's right.
We've had some rough years trying to beat them, and I was kind of wondering how it would go tonight, but
so far so
the job
good.
done, that's for sure. At least defense is.
All right, who's got the ball right now, and where are they, Renee?
Hang on just a second. I got to stand on something. I'm short.
Okay.
They have the ball. Benton does.
Okay.
It looks like they have it on the 43-yard line.
Benton ball on the 43-yard line. All right.
They're down. They're set. Ball was snapped. Short pass. It was incomplete.
Incomplete.
Yeah, our defense has been rushing their quarterback and their passers all night long. They've not made very many connections. The first touchdown they made, they passed that legend.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about he smoked it down the field. And they actually had scored another touchdown before that by the same kid, and it got called back for blocking in the back. But that legend, I mean, he got out of some blocks and scrambled, and I mean, he worked for that touchdown.
He's a pretty impressive football player. So that's
short pass number 4, and looks like, hang on just a second, they're in the end zone. Benton just scored.
Oh, now we got us a game.
You know, Benton always does better in the second half.
They do. They're a very finely coached football team. So that's Jackson Illingsworth, number 4. So, wow.
I know it's McGuire's best friend, Jeremy Hall, number 14, plays defense. So I've been screaming for number 14 in the stands and cheering for the Griffins at the same time.
That's what a good person's supposed to do. You want the young man to do well, but you want your team to win. I got no problem with that.
Right.
Adam, you got a problem with that? Oh,
nah.
Adam does have a problem with that. He's a Grinch. He's a Grinch, though.
I didn't
Look,
say anything.
You got a good kid who works hard, and you know he deserves to be on the field playing his game, and I'm going to cheer you on no matter who you play for.
You and I are on the same page. Adam is not.
Hey, I'm always true to the Griffins.
There
but
we go.
I'll cheer for number 14 on the other side.
I think that's a very magnanimous thing to do, Renee. All right, did they make the extra point?
They did. It's 21-27.
And that probably was about the end of the third quarter, wasn't it?
9 minutes left. 9 seconds left.
9 seconds left. Extra point was good.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Renee. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right, talk to you later.
Boy, this is going to be a good one.
That's the one to keep an eye on, yeah.
27-21. Wowza-wooza. 27-21.
This situation calls for a lengthy, stay-on-the-ground, North DeSoto type of drive.
I would think so.
Try to get not only some distance on the score, but some time off the clock.
Let's get back into the Loyola frame of mind. Are we doing Loyola or Shreve here?
We're going to Eric.
Eric
at Loyola.
Loyola at St. Mary's tonight. It sounds like, Eric, they took our advice and scored on that opening possession of the third quarter.
We did do that. Yeah,
Okay.
Jackson Kerr got another long touchdown, so that was good. And we're on defense right now. It's 32-7. So
Okay. How much time left here in the third quarter?
28 seconds in the third.
All right. This looks like it's going to be a Loyola win. In your opinion, did they do everything you wanted to see the Loyola Flyers do tonight?
Yeah, I think we did. We came out and played good defense. They just got the one touchdown. Our offense is moving a little bit, so we're just trying to put it on the ground now a little bit, try to run out the clock, what it looks like to me. So, yeah, from what I can tell, we did it pretty good tonight.
How has there been a Trey Taylor appearance yet this evening?
He did. He got in, got a 12-yard gain on the first down, and so he's scooting around out there.
That's a good way to put it. We may see a heavy dose of him in the fourth quarter, huh?
Looks like it, yeah, because they put him in, with about 3 or 4 minutes left in the third quarter. So I think we'll probably see him in the fourth quarter. Let some guys get a breather,
My bold prediction here, Adam and Eric.
All right.
Trey Taylor ends up with over 100 yards rushing.
In the fourth quarter?
In the fourth quarter.
That would be awesome.
I'm putting
I'll
all
keep
my.
track of it for you.
All right, yeah. Okay, he's already got like 12.
Okay.
So
Yep.
he needs 88 yards or so, 90 yards in the fourth quarter.
He's got work to do.
So Adam, I bet you a Sprite that Trey Taylor gets over 100 yards.
He does that. I'll text you
All right.
and let you know if he gets it.
All right, sounds good to me, Eric. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, thanks.
Eric Birch. Now we're literally wagering on high school sports.
You people disgust me.
Well, there are many reasons why we discussed you.
And
Did
vice
you say
versa.
discuss or disgust?
Disgust.
Because when you're not around, we do discuss you behind your back. And we do not have good things to say about you, Puff. I'll tell you that much. I can't tell you what Adam says, but whenever I talk about you, I say things that are just glowing, but Adam just rips you.
I don't do anything to anybody.
Where are we going, Puff?
We're going to Coach Green.
Coach Mike Green of Mansfield. How in the world are you, buddy?
Doing good, Fletch. Doing good.
The Mansfield Wolverines pick up a win tonight over Ringgold. Senior night tonight, huh?
Very important night for our seniors. I was really proud of the guys. Those senior guys, man. I'm proud that they're a part of the program and the efforts that they're putting out on the field, Fletch. Really good tonight.
When you took over, these kids were sophomores, right? Or freshmen?
I think they were freshmen.
Freshmen?
Yeah, no, these kids were freshmen, yeah.
So there's got to be a little special place in your heart watching these kids play their senior year.
Absolutely, because when I got here, they didn't have much experience at all. So it's been them kind of buying into, what I'm trying to sell, and that's that hard work pays off. So I'm most proud of these guys.
Well, they've obviously came through in a big way for the Mansfield Wolverines. Obviously, Ringgold's having one of those seasons that reminds a lot of people of the 1982 Monticello Billies. But when you look at this, what pleased you the most about the way your team played tonight?
That we're starting to put together complete ball games. I was proud of Robert Turner. He's a senior running back. He surpassed 1,000 yards tonight.
Awesome.
He had 197 and 2 touchdowns, and that took him over the 1,000-yard mark. I was happy for him. Our kickoff team recovered a couple of onside kicks, and we got a kid that plays defense, Rodarius Bird, that had 2 interceptions. So it's starting to click all on all cylinders for us. So I can't really pick out one thing, but collectively the Wolverines are starting to come together at the right time.
3 wins in a row for the Wolverines. Got a big game next week, district game against North Caddo, and then up comes Calvary. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get ready for North Caddo first. We're not gonna worry about Calvary. We got a little time to melt on them, but our next goal is to get better the next time we head out, and that's when we head up to Vivian to take on North Caddo.
Well, I wasn't putting the cart before the horse. Adam is the one who said you're probably looking forward to Calvary.
No.
Did you not say that, Adam?
I've not said a word.
Oh, that's right. He did not say a word. I was just imagining that's what he was going to say.
What am I here for?
I may have put words into his mouth there, Mike. My apologies, Adam.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I apologize too, Adam, but no, we're going to take it one ball game at a time, and tonight was a good night. Again, the parents celebrated their sons with senior night. We had a good crowd to show up, and the kids played really, really well. So good night for Mansfield football.
That's awesome. Mike, last thing I have for you here, we like to find out who the Gippsland Bank and Trust unsung hero, a kid who maybe it's not Robert Turner, maybe it's not Rodarius who had the 2 picks. Who's a kid, though, that just kind of did all the dirty work and got things done for you tonight, the unsung hero for the Mansfield Wolverines?
You know what, Fletch? I would have to give that award to kid Dylan Robinson. He was our starting quarterback at the beginning of the season and got injured over in Monroe when we were playing Carroll, and we had a setback. But he came back tonight, his first time back, and he was 5 of 5 and threw for 100 yards and a touchdown. So I was pleased.
Wow.
With him. I would have to give him some kudos.
Oh, that changes a little complexion of Mansfield football, having a quarterback that can do that kind of damage, plus having Robert Turner in the backfield. Sounds like things are starting to look up for the Mansfield Wolverines in a big way, Mike.
Well, I hope we can continue to gel and kind of eliminate a few more mistakes, but I think we're headed in the right direction.
We don't want to use up all the good stuff because we'll talk to you again in the morning, okay?
Okay.
All right, Green.
Okay.
Congrats on the win, buddy.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
You betcha. Mike Green, Mansfield Wolverines. Big win for the Wolverines there, Adam.
Just keep marching along, right?
Marching along. You know, what they're doing is they're beating the teams that they're supposed to beat.
Right.
And they're not showing any mercy. You know, they beat Lakeview pretty handily. They clobbered Darbone Woods.
Leaving no doubt.
And they took care of business against Ringgold. That's what you're supposed to do. Adam, before we take a timeout, here on Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, how about we get a few first-choice personnel scores on the quarter?
Bird 31, Parkway 13. It is now Houghton 42, Shreve 21.
Whoa, what was that, 42?
42-21.
Wow, whoa, wowzer.
Evangel 48, Southwood 6. North DeSoto 27, Benton 21. Airline 49, North Webster 6. Loyola 32, St. Mary's 14. 31-0, North Caddo leading Darbone Woods. And the final score, Mansfield 42, Ringgold 0.
First choice personnel, make first choice your last call, 797-7810. 797-7810. You want to get jiggy with it and get that J-O-B. Getting jobby with it. Getting jobby with it. Make first choice your last call, 797-7810. If you're looking for a J-O-B, you might be able to start getting J-I-G-G-Y if you'll call 797-7810 and let the good folks over at First Choice Personnel get you back on that line of employment. And then when payday comes, everybody is getting jiggy with it, including this guy, Matt Huffenbarger. That's frightening, watching that man dance. He gives you heck for your dancing.
Exactly.
All right.
At least I'm making motions as opposed to my eyes fluttering, looking like I'm stroking out.
What was that?
And I think it's a knock on your dancing style, sir.
Eyes fluttering?
Eyes fluttering like you're stroking out. I don't think that's the look he's going for.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either.
I didn't do anything to him.
He's a millennial.
We got video evidence. I can show you. I can play you back last week's show and show you exactly what I mean.
Puff is just
angry young man.
He's had his avocado toast and now he's coming after you.
I've never had an avocado in my life.
Sure, yeah.
Quick text here. Renee says, I bragged on the refs too soon.
Ruh-roh.
Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. We'll head back out to Benton and North DeSoto. We'll get back to Bird and Parkway, Houghton and Shreve. So many games to take care of on this very special, what is this, Puff? Thursday edition of Friday Football Frenzy. We'll be back right after these words. Football Frenzy, the special
Thursday
edition of Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Also brought to you by the wonderful folks over at Walk-On's Bistro and Bar. If you're coming out of the game tonight, stop by Walk-On's. They're open. The kitchen's ready and raring and rocking and rolling. Haven't even started the second half of the Giants-Eagles game, so you got football to watch, football to celebrate, all kind of fun stuff, man. Walk-On's Bistro and Bar. Shane joins us on the Walk-On's Bistro and Bar hotline. Hey, Shane, what's going on in that Benton North DeSoto game?
27-21 with 9:40 left in the game.
Oh, buddy.
North DeSoto's up.
Who's got the ball right now?
North DeSoto does. Just threw it incomplete. Is now, I believe, 3rd and 15 on about their own 15-yard line.
Ooh, dangerous territory here. What did Benton do to score that last touchdown again? We were on with Renee on that one, weren't we? Yeah. How's the little QB wide receiver combo working for the Benton Tigers tonight?
Well, when he's actually very successful when he gets out of the pocket. He's kind of missed some throws and had some bad turnovers inside the pocket. But when he gets out of the pocket, he's real dangerous. That's where probably all of our big plays have come from, is when he's had to create something on his own and find somebody downfield.
Legend Denler had one touchdown called back. Is that correct? And
he had one called back, yes.
And has one touchdown already in the books as well, right?
Yes.
All right, so what does Benton need to do here in this final? Oh, what happened? Something big? Or not? Sounded like we had some crowd noise.
There was a flag on the coach for North DeSoto, Coach Abernathy, and another flag.
Oh, boy. Oh, my. Oh, my. Okay.
This is everything we wanted.
What's happening? Well, why did he
nope, never mind. It's a flag on our corner.
Huh.
Can't do that.
He was pumping up the crowd and got a flag thrown. I've never seen that before, so.
What?
Yeah.
Ab got a penalty for.
No.
Oh.
Corner.
The Benton cornerback got a flag for, like, doing his arms in the air, like to fire the crowd up?
Yeah, he was pumping his arms up, and then he turned around and the flag, because they threw a flag. It was right by Coach Abernathy. He was losing his mind, and I thought it was on them again, and then he pointed at our corner. So I can't tell you why he got that unless there was something said before then.
What the what? Okay. All right, that's
and
weird.
I'm not sure if that's going to come out to be a first down for them now or not.
Is that an automatic first if it's unsportsmanlike? What do they call it, sportsmanlike?
Well, I know there's a high school rule where if it's not past the first down marker, it's still the down at one.
Right.
So, and they're way behind the marker. So
okay.
If that's the rule, then it shouldn't be first down. But there's a lot of confusion around right now.
Are the referees huddling up? That's never a good sign if they are, by the way.
They are huddled up right now.
Oh, bad sign. There's going to be one coach who's about ready to go ballistic. Will it be Reynolds Moore or will it be Scott Abernathy?
I think they're moving them up.
Okay.
But I don't think it's going to be a first down. They're still talking to Coach Moore. They moved the yard marker up already. So now it's 3rd and 10. I don't know how they gained yards out of that because both teams got a flag, 15-yarder. So they gained 5 yards somehow. But
wow.
There's still a lot of confusion and a lot of crowd noise. Normal old Benton, North DeSoto for
Just
you.
a normal Benton, North DeSoto game. What more do you want?
And I can understand why Coach Abernathy. It's been a couple of years since they won this game, so I bet
Ben, I think he said 5 or 6 years since they won this game. So
it's been since we started the streak my junior year.
What year was that? 2013? 14?
2014.
2014. Shane Cram taking credit for the dominance. Is that right? Is that what we're saying here?
I think so.
It's all because of Shane Cram.
Yeah.
You are
very little on my side. I'm only one guy of 22.
That's right, buddy. One of 22. Can you tell that Shane's a coach's kid?
Yeah.
All right, so what's happening here now? 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10, still some confusion.
They're still talking?
They're talking now. They're huddled up again.
Oh, good
I think
gosh.
it's going to be third. I think it's going to be 3rd and 10. I think the confusion is just they're telling each coach what's going on.
Okay,
But
which
I'm
coach looked
still-
happiest?
I'm still well, theirs is because it should be 3rd and about 30, but they gave us a 15-yarder for pumping up the crowd, and they gained 5 yards out of it. I don't
That's a little weird.
unless there was a flag during the play on us, but it's still 3rd and 10, and the play's about to start.
All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Big play. Big play. Very exciting. Shane Cram.
Timeout now by North Dakota.
All right, I'll tell you what. We're going to put you on hold and come back to you in a little bit. We're going to go to Renee on the other sideline and see what she's doing. All right, so Shane, can you hold on?
Yes.
All right. Let's go to Renee on the other sideline and get her perspective. I wonder if she's going to say the same thing about the penalties.
Probably not.
You think not?
I think not. By the way, Halton's quarterback, Stovall, is out with an injury. Injured shoulder.
Oh, no.
That happened when it was 42-21. It's now 42-28. About 3:13 left, and Xander Morris is now in the game. At
All right,
quarterback
we'll go
for
to
Hawk.
Mike Sewell after we get off with Renee here. If you can't get Renee, then let's get back to Shane. Okay, let's go back to Shane, and then we'll go to Sewell, then we'll get back to Renee. Could not get Renee on the phone just then. Hey, Shane, you with us?
Yes.
All right, so what eventually happened there?
It is 3rd and 10 now. They gained 5 yards after 2, unfortunately, and North Dakota called a timeout. I think it wasn't for strategy, mainly just for Coach Abernathy to give him a
little bit more what
ear
for?
chewing.
Okay.
He's marking off yards now to help out the rest. I'm surprised he hasn't got another flag.
Oh, boy. Oh, ab.
But it's funny how similar coaches are when it gets to certain flags.
Yeah, that's funny.
They both wear their heart on the sleeve. I'll give them that.
Yes, they do. Holy moly, they certainly do. Oh, this is funny stuff. All right.
And now the competition is between which side can make the loudest noise.
Oh boy, it's gonna get wild. All right, Shane. I tell you what, we'll come back to you a little bit later on. How about that?
All right, that sounds good.
All right, Shane. Good stuff. All right, Puff. Where are we going?
We are going to Mike.
All right, let's go, Mike, and then we'll get back to Renee. How about that? She said her phone didn't ring, so all right, we'll try it again. Hello, Mike Sewell. How you doing, buddy?
Well, we've got an interesting turn of events at Harold E. Harlan. The score right now is 42-28 Halton, 2:53 left, and Halton just had a bad snap on a punt, and Cap Shreve is taken over at a Halton 40-yard line, down 2 scores now. Peyton Stovall out of the game with a shoulder injury. Looks like he's got a first-degree AC separation, but it would take just a little while to tell what's going on with him. But his pads are off. He's not coming back in. And Halton has not stopped the Shreve running game so far in the second half. The third quarter really belonged to Halton, but Shreve really was playing well here in the fourth, and down 2 scores with 2:45 left.
How did Houghton? Last time we heard from you, it was 35-14 at the half. Mike, I don't know if you've got it all documented, but how did we get from 35-14 to 42-28?
We had Stovall with another touchdown run, and then one long run from Shreve, and then a long pass from Grant to Jones as well. The key play in that drive was a fourth down play where they had a long pass that was tipped by Halton and caught to keep the drive alive, and then a long pass to Grant to Jones for the touchdown. And Halton really has has not had a lot of success stopping Shreve running the ball between the tackles. But now Shreve's more in a passing mode, down 2 scores, 2:41 left. Shreve has taken 2 timeouts on defense. They have 1 timeout left, down 2 scores, 2:41 left.
2:41 left. Mike Sewell, 42-28. If this thing gets a little tighter, we'll get you back on the line, I guess. Okay, buddy?
Very good. Thanks, Tim.
All right, here we go. Now do we have Renee? She hung up on us. Oh, no. All right, let's try to get her again. She just texted me. Phone never rang. Calling you back. Oh, did she really? Okay, calling you
what you're
back.
doing in there?
Do we need to get someone in there to help you, Puff?
Isn't Travis still here?
Yeah, get Travis down here.
Please do. I'm tired and want to go home.
Let's get on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline. And Puff, I think you're doing a great job.
Me too.
Renee joins us on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline. Hello, Renee.
Hey, guys.
We took an act of Congress, but we got you back on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline. No thanks to Puff. Now, Renee, you said the refs have stopped doing a really good job. What happened?
Look, I lied. I gave them all this credit, and then I swear they must have had a brain fart or something, because when I tell you that they act like they have no idea what they're doing on the field, number 5 from Benton got in Ab's face, clapping his hands, pointing in his face, taunting him.
Oh.
They threw the flag on Ab.
Oh.
Then they backed us up. Then the guy turned around when the ref was looking and started clapping his hands in Ab's face again. They called it. They all set the penalty. And then they called another penalty on him, but they didn't move the ball. So Ab literally goes on the field, tells the ref, like walks it off, and tells the ref where he should be walking it to. Another ref had to hold back another ref from getting ugly. All the while number 5 still standing there clapping his hands and then holding his hands in the air like, oh, I didn't do nothing wrong.
Oh, my.
Like, when I tell you, it was and then they moved the chains from first down and marked it at 4th down, and Ab's like, it's 2nd down. Like, they have, I don't know what's going on.
So
it's the biggest bunch of mess.
So what is happening right now? Who's got the ball? Where are they? What's the score? And how much time is left?
Right now, Benton has the ball.
Okay.
23-yard line. It's 2nd down, 14 to go. And they're getting set right now.
And 27-21 North DeSoto, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ball's incomplete.
All right. Very
I'm telling you, Fletch, I've never seen anything like, I'm talking about like this number 5 on their team deliberately in his face, and the ref wasn't even going to call it. Called it against Ab, and Ab's like, I'm not even saying anything, like, which is not like Ab.
No.
But, like, he really wasn't doing anything. And then when they called it on him, he threw the headset.
Oh, there we go. The headset is off.
Hey, we've done had the bubble gum and the headset thrown. It has got real up in here.
That's what it sounds like, Renee. I think that everybody's probably standing.
Long pass.
Uh-oh.
Incomplete.
Okay, so that's going to be 3rd down now for Benton.
It was so bad. We had parents literally coming down to where the fence line is at, screaming at the ref, asking if they needed some glasses or an education. Like, and it was not me this time. Everybody's like, "We're being so quiet, Miss Parker." I said, "Well, I'm not on the field." So,
well, this is good. This is good. All right, so 3rd down now. Let's hang here with Renee for just a second before we get out of it.
4th down. 4th and 14.
Down. 4th and 14. And Benton's going to have to go for it. How much time on the clock there, Renee?
7:32 left on the clock.
7:32.
Benton's got the ball?
Benton's got the ball.
Yeah, Ab's calling the fans now.
4th and that long?
But they're on the 23. They're on the
28-yard line.
Oh, okay. Oh.
What are they going to do? Are they kicking a field goal, or are they going to go for it?
No, they're going for it. Long pass, out wide, and hang on just a second. Touchdown Benton off the hand of our defender.
Dun, dun.
Wow.
No, wait, hang on. They're saying maybe not. Hang on. There's a flag.
Oh, boy. Now watch Reynolds Moore, the Benton coach, watch his reaction, and this is not a touchdown. This is going to get ugly.
Number 5's raising his arms as a touchdown, but he's been raising his arms a lot tonight. He may need some deodorant or something. I'm not sure.
Wow. Renee. All right. So are the refs huddling up yet again?
They called it a touchdown for Benton.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I'm sure Ab's fixing to lose it.
Oh, boy. Did you see what number it was for Benton that caught it?
It looked like number 6, but I'm not sure. It was on the opposite side from me.
I don't see a 6. All right, so maybe, I'll look and see if there's a different roster. I don't see a 6 for Benton. Okay. I like their uniforms tonight, by the way, Renee. They look pretty sharp. What color uniform?
Their uniforms are awesome. They're in the black ones, and they are sharp.
And those purple helmets look good.
No, they're in the solid black. Or if it is a purple helmet, it's a deep purple.
Oh, it's a deep purple, I think. What's North DeSoto wearing tonight? All white?
We're in white.
Oh, it's the good guys versus the bad guys.
I know, right?
Oh, there you go. All right, so, Renee, this is a very important extra point. It's tied up 27-27 right now. Here we go.
And it's good. 28-27 Benton.
28-27 Benton with about 7.5 minutes to play in the game.
Yeah. And I say this every year that not only do we have to beat Benton, we have to beat the rest. I say that every single year. And I said this year, it wasn't going to be that way. And after the halftime, they started pulling their stuff again.
Oh, there you
it's
go.
Sad when you got to beat both.
Oh, Renee, she's speaking from her heart right there. Renee on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline. Always fun, Renee. Don't go anywhere. We'll be getting back with you.
All right, thanks.
All right. Holy moly. I tell you what, let's go ahead and do a little first-choice personnel scores on the quarter, Adam, and get us all up to speed before we take our next time out. This is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. You know it by the feeling. Chevyland.
Final score, Bird 31, Parkway 13. Houghton lead Shreve 42-28 deep in the fourth there. Final score, Evangel 48, Southwood 12. As you just heard, Benton took the lead 28-27 in that game. About 7 minutes to go. So we are not done with that one by a long shot. Airline leading North Webster 56-6 now. Loyola 32, St. Mary's 14. Last thing we have, North Caddo, this was a third quarter score, North Caddo 31, Narbonne Woods nothing, and Mansfield defeated Ringgold 42-0.
All right, we'll get back. We haven't heard from Tony in a while, so we'll go back.
We got to get back there.
Got to get one more shot from Tony. Well, finally, someone's finally woke up over there and playing some music that kind of gets people going. Finally, some high school football. What?
42-35, Houghton now leading Shreve.
Oh, my. When we come back, we'll talk to Mike Sewell at the Houghton-Shreve game. Benton and North DeSoto going down to the wire. But we've got rockstar Tony Jones as well with North Caddo at Dearborn Woods. And more coming up on Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. You know it by the feeling. 7500 Uri Drive in Shreveport, Louisiana. It's Friday Football Frenzy, the One Edition Pub
Thursday!
Powered by Chevyland. And we're back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. This is Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Tim Fletcher, Adam Hester, Matt Puffy Puffenbarger. So happy to be with you here.
He did he know?
That was.
Oh.
We got some games, buddy. We've got some games. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. To the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline we go, where Mike Sewell awaits. Mike, what the heck is happening at this game?
Well, the game's just ended, Tim. Shreve scored again late, but Halton recovered the onside kick and was able to go into victory formation, down the ball 3 times, and run the clock out. 42-35 Halton. Halton hangs on after a furious rally. But I tell you, Frierson played a heck of a ball game and running the ball, and Halton really had no answer for him in the second quarter and in the fourth quarter running, and he caught a touchdown pass as well. And Halton fortunate to hang on there at the end without Stovall in there at quarterback.
I know we can't get into too much there with the injury, but is this the type of thing typically that would keep a kid out for a little while with a shoulder separation, especially a quarterback? Is throwing shoulder? Is
it's going to take till tomorrow or maybe even Monday, get the swelling down, and the doctors will take a look and make some decisions. But Halton, somewhat fortunate. Going into homecoming next week, they got an extra day because they play a Thursday night game,
right?
And have a home game against Southwood next week, and hopefully.
If he has to rest, this is a game where you might,
If of all the games on the schedule, you would think, of course, 1-5A, no games is a gimme. All these teams have a lot of talent, and Sepulveda has those guys playing well over there. You don't count any game as a gimme, but of every game on the schedule, in the district, this might be the game that he plays less or not at all.
Right, and Southwood's got the talent. They can certainly bite you in the butt.
They have athletes. They scored some late points that side on Evangel, and,
right.
And they can explode. And Halton needs the rhythm has been there with him at quarterback all year. And, it'll be first of the week, probably maybe even midweek before we know how much he's going to play next week.
Well, here we go. You're 6-1 now. Is that right?
Yes.
Halton 6-1. Not a bad job there by old Jason Brotherton, is it?
I'll tell you what. If at the beginning of the year you'd have told everybody in Halton they were 6-1 at this point, everybody would be thrilled and have Brotherton up for Coach of the Year. So,
yeah, I'll tell you, it's a really nice job for a good guy. So happy for Jason as well.
Another thing to remember tonight, we had Halton had one senior touch the football.
Wow.
During the entire football game on offense and defense.
Wow.
So this team's going to get even better and going to hopefully grow a little bit at the end of the season. Maybe get a playoff game under their belt and be ready to come back again.
And with no Evangel possibly in District 1-5A next year. Very interesting. All right, Mike. Good job, buddy. Enjoy your weekend, sir.
Hey, thanks, Tim. Y'all have a good night.
You too. Are we heading to Benton again, Puff?
We are.
Let's go to Shane Cram on the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline, the Benton side of things. Well, Shane, what a turn of events we have seen here.
Yes, we have. We are up 1. We have the ball 3rd and 1 with 3:43 left, and we just called a timeout just to try to talk things over. We ran a play clock all the way down and then called timeout.
Now, we're hearing that there's been some questionable officiating from other side.
Is this coming from your North Dakota caller?
It may be. How's this from the Benton side of things? Do you see these calls being questionable or not?
Well, I can guarantee it was probably because of the whole unsportsmanlike thing. And then on our touchdown pass, they called pass interference on them, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways because they had it picked off in the end zone and it bounced off his hands, and we were right behind him and hit his chest.
Oh, wow. Whew. That's a gut punch right there.
Yep.
All right, so there's a timeout on the field. About 3 minutes to play, right?
3:43 left.
3:43. 3rd and 1, you said, Shane?
3rd and about 1 inch. It's pretty close.
Okay.
It's a close one.
Has North DeSoto used any of their timeouts this evening?
They used one earlier in the game to talk to the refs, but they didn't after that. And then we threw it. Oh, my God.
Uh-oh.
We threw it from 3rd and 1. He had him beat, but he underthrew him, and that stops the clock.
Huh. What yard line are you on?
We are on about their 40. So
Okay.
we're in plus
He's
territory.
gonna go. He's
so-
gonna go ahead and go for it here. Obviously.
Oh no, we're punting.
Oh really?
We are punting it. Try and pin them deep. And because North DeSoto, our scores have not been off drive. It's been them in plus territory, and they just busted one real quick. So they haven't put a good drive together yet. So
Okay. Let's see what happens on the punt and see where they get it down to here, real quick. There, Shane.
punt it off, and it is in the end zone.
All right.
Our punts have not been very good tonight. Our starting punter, he's out with an injury, it looks like, so that hurts. That's why they've had pretty great field position all night. We haven't. They've won the punting battle.
Hey, got that going for you, though.
Sure.
28-27, Benton on top, Shane Cram. All right, keep your phone on. We'll probably be coming back to you before 10 o'clock.
All right, sounds
All right,
good.
Shane. Good job, man. Walk-Ons
Thank
Bistro and Bar Hotline. Walk-Ons. ESPN calls it the #1 sports bar in America, Adam. Did you know that?
I have no reason to disagree with that.
I think that's a ranking that we can all say that even if it were the BCS or the playoff committee, whoever came up with it did the right thing.
Absolutely.
It's an unquestioned leader when it comes to sports bars because it's not typical sports bar food. It's not just nuggets, even though their chicken strips are outrageously good.
Yes.
And even though their mozzarella logs are outrageously good. They do so many things so well, especially with the way the weather is now. That gumbo and venison chili,
yes,
2 solid selections
Sound
from
ridiculous?
walk-ons. I'm telling you, it's not a bad idea, is it? Puff, why do you have such a forlorn look on your face there, buddy?
Tony's not answering my phone calls.
No!
It's upsetting me. It's breaking my heart.
Well, don't go breaking your heart. We'll try him one more time. Doggone it, man.
I've tried him 4 times. I'm going to try him again, though, because I want that man on the phone.
All right. I do, too. We all do. And we got Suggs out of Anoka that's coming on with us tomorrow, so I don't want to kind of give away the store there with that.
Yeah.
We got Brotherton coming on the show tomorrow as well.
Tomorrow we are jammed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tomorrow's a big day.
Right.
We've already talked to Bo. We can talk to Bo, maybe.
Yeah. If they're still playing.
Oh, they are? Well, we won't talk to Bo. Unless
Yeah,
if he takes the call, then they're really not taking
They
it
got to be
seriously.
close. It's a 50-point game.
We can talk to Jeter. That's
that I don't.
Is that
know-
over?
I don't think I have a final for that either.
Good grief. These people are not cooperating. No, Vanessa or Tony?
It didn't even ring this time. They gave me the, the go pound salt button.
All right, well, go to Renee. Let's get
Hold
to
on, we got a phone call. Let's see.
here we go. All right.
Friday Football Frenzy.
At least he turned his mic on.
Hey, Tony, I'm going to put you
I
on
think
hold.
we call that a
1
Rogers.
second.
Well, Rogers does that with the mic off. You can still hear him that well.
Well, this was an important phone call. I want to make sure everybody could hear the outcome.
And we've got Tony.
We
on
do.
the Walk-Ons Bistro and Bar Hotline. Hey, Tony! What's going on,
Hey,
buddy?
how you doing?
Good, man. What's happening in the North Caddo Darbone Woods game?
Game just ended just about 5 minutes ago. Darbone Woods 0, North Caddo 31. Final score.
31-0. The North Caddo Rebels are going to send everybody back to Vivian a happy bunch. All right, man. How's it feel, Tony, to watch that team go out there and lay it on the line after having such a really, really struggling week last week, to see them have some good times tonight? That's got to make you guys feel good, huh?
Yes, sir. It was it was a good game. Darbone Woods they put up a pretty good fight, but it just didn't. It wasn't enough, and they didn't really try to play ball until about the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Huh.
And of course, 31-0, and you wait that long.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to come back on that.
Well, I completely agree with you on that one, buddy. So here we go, man. Nice job by North Caddo. Tony and Vanessa Jones are among the many that'll be heading home happy. Congratulations to Coach Kavanaugh as well. One heck of a fine fellow there. So, Tony, what's next for North Caddo? Who do they have next week?
We have Mansfield at home.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a very interesting game.
Yes, it will.
All
Yes,
right.
sir. And the thing about this game tonight was our second district game, which that puts us 1-1 in district.
1-1 in district. I will make
Yes,
note
sir.
of that. Very good. Tony, awesome job. Tell Vanessa thanks for handing off the phone to you. She was great. So now we've got the double dip of the Jones family taking care of us.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot, Tony.
Yes, sir.
I owe you a Sprite, too, Adam. Eric Burt says Trey ended up with about 35 yards.
It's the little things in life that you just enjoy.
Are we back to Renee now?
We are back to Renee.
All right, let's get back to the hot spot in high school football tonight. Benton and North DeSoto. All right, Renee, what's happening?
A hot mess.
Oh, boy.
We can't get a flag for pass interference, can't get a flag for offsides, can't get a flag for false start, can't get a flag for pushing off, can't get a flag for roughing the kicker, can't get a flag for blocking in the back. But if we do something that's remotely wrong, we got 50 flags going in the air. At this point, they could pass, win, and get a flag.
Well, Puff has already got 2 penalties tonight then.
It's horrible.
Now, and just think, it was only like an hour and a half ago that Renee was bragging on the referees.
Oh, absolutely. I jinxed myself. Absolutely.
So who's got the ball right now?
Right now, we have the ball.
What down is it?
It is. Oh, hang on a second. I just told a story. They have the ball. I'm sorry.
Oh. I thought they just punted away to you.
Oh, they did.
Oh. Did you guys fumble or throw an interception or what?
Oh, no. We passed 3 times to the same receiver who didn't catch the ball, and then we had to punt it away.
Okay. How much time left in the game?
146.
Uh-oh. And Benton has the ball. What yard line are they on?
They are on the 47-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, boy. That's...
The sad thing is that,
Uh-oh.
We're beating ourselves now on top of trying to beat Benton and on top of trying to beat the rest.
A lot of people.
It's a lot to take care of.
Yeah. Very frustrating.
It sounds like...
Fumble. I don't know who had the ball. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
It's a fumble. We got the ball, baby. We got the ball. Chris Norris.
Holy moly.
Just got to get a field goal range.
Who's the...
Let's see if they throw the laundry in the air, because I'm sure we did something wrong. No flags on the play.
No flags. So North DeSoto is going to take over at what yard line here, Renee?
We're on the 40.
Oh, boy. Here we go. It's our first Thursday edition of Friday Football Frenzy powered by Chevyland. And we're going to do something for the first time ever, Adam. We may as well extend it to the first time ever, conferencing in two correspondents from the same game at the same time. Puff, we've got Renee on the line for North DeSoto. We've got Shane on the line for Benton. Renee, you first. What's happening in the game from your sideline?
Game's over.
Oh,
let me just say props to Jeremy Hall. That was an awesome interception and an awesome run. I told you all night, if you got a player who's got heart, you got to cheer for him. And number 14 was the one that I was cheering for Benton. And so if it had to happen, I'm glad it happened to him. But, we lost. It's hard to beat a team as good as Benton and beat refs too. But, we made some mistakes, and it was a good game, and I hope the refs get better educated before their next game. So
there was an interception to end the game, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was Hall that had the interception? Okay.
Yeah.
And did he just go down, or did he run it back, or where did he go with it?
Are you talking to me, Tim?
Yeah, I'm asking you, I guess, Renee.
Yeah, he ran it down, and they tackled him probably at like the 5-yard line.
Okay.
It was a good run.
All right, so 28,
it was a nice pick and a good run.
28-27 final score?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Shane, you heard Renee there, 28-27. How do you feel as a Benton Tiger escaping with that win? Hey, Shane. Where's Shane
Are
going?
you good?
Hey, Shane. Shane.
It sounds like he's there.
He's there, but we don't hear him. I'll tell you what, our big experiment may have been failing.
I can hear him, Tim.
You can hear him? I can hear him.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear him, but we can't hear him. Ah, that's the whole deal. All right, Renee. Well, we'll go to Shane. Renee, as always, great job tonight. And safe travels back down to Stonewall.
I will. Good game, Shane.
All right, there we go. Now let's go to Shane. Shane, we couldn't hear you there in the combo call. So from your perspective, how did that last thing go down there for you?
Everything she said was spot on. I just feel a lot happier about it than I'm sure she does.
Yeah.
But it was an amazing pick. It was on the sideline. He had his guy open. He kind of threw it behind him a little bit, and Jeremy reached out with one arm and pulled it in, and then went on a run. And the whole time I'm screaming, just get down, get down, get down. Luckily, somebody hit his shoelace right before the end zone, and he went down. Because if they had scored, it would have been like the LSU-Florida game.
Right.
They still would have had a chance to score and tied up with a 2-point conversion.
Where did the interception take place? Where were they when they were?
Well, before that, we had the ball. We took it away a game on accident. We thought we had, because our play clock's down, we thought we had it right, and we didn't time it right. And then the very next play, we fumbled it, and they got the ball at our 30-yard line. And the very next, then they ran a run play, stuffed it. They called a timeout. Then they rolled out, threw an out route, and that's when it happened. We picked it off at about the 20, broke a couple on the sideline, and took it to about the 5-yard line.
There we go. Benton Tigers continue their dominance over North DeSoto since Shane was a junior in high school.
That's right.
2014. All right, Shane Cram, great job tonight as always, buddy. Congratulations to your Benton Tigers. Rallied from, let's see, what was it, 27 to 14? Was that the biggest lead?
Yes, they had. They recovered a fumble in the end zone to make it 27-14.
Wow, that's a good comeback there for the Benton Tigers. Good job, Shane. Appreciate your help tonight, buddy.
All right, no problem. See you guys.
All right. Well, Adam, you want to give us some scores on the quarter here to kind of find, I guess everything should be final by now.
Everything is done for the evening. Yes, sir.
All right, here we go.
Bird 31, Parkway 13, Houghton 42, Captain Shreve 35.
And a little note on that, Houghton quarterback Peyton Stovall had 6 touchdowns tonight.
Yeah.
But also suffered a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
We'll find out maybe more tomorrow morning on the Tim Fletcher Show on 11:30 The Tiger with Coach Jason Brotherton at 7? He's 7 o'clock, I think, right around 7.
Right around there, yeah.
We also have Mike Suggs of Bird joining us tomorrow morning as well.
Evangel 48, Southwood 12. Benton 28, North DeSoto 27.
What a game.
Yeah, great game. Airline 56, North Webster 6. Loyola 39, St. Mary's 14. North Caddo 31, Darbon Woods nothing, and Mansfield 42, Ringgold 0.
All right, so Adam, what's the stage look like tomorrow night? But the reason we have what edition of Friday Football Frenzy is this, Puff? I forgot.
Thursday.
It's the Thursday edition of Friday Football Frenzy. So the reason we did this, Adam, is because, well, obviously, we had a lot of games tonight because of fall break. Yes, we try to do what the people clamor for.
So tomorrow night, you've got Haynesville going to Lincoln Prep. You've got Woodlawn going over to the Pit in Minden.
That's a big.
Yes,
game.
It is. There's some playoff implications there. Calvary travels to Lakeside. Bossier travels to BTW.
Calvary Lakeside's a very interesting one.
It is. Because
Lakeside feels pretty froggy now.
They do. Lakeside sits around that 10 mark in the 2A power rankings, too, so that's a nice win for Calvary if they can get it. Either way, it's good.
Yep.
Green Oaks travels to Franklin Parish. Ruston travels to Ouachita. Pineville is on the road at Natchitoches Central.
Okay.
Arcadia hosting Plain Dealing.
Ooh.
Manny, that's
Corey Russell.
One to keep an eye on there, too. Could be some fireworks there.
Yeah.
Manny travels to Menard. Red River hosts Lakeview. Northwood is at home against Huntington. And Homer goes to Jonesboro Hodge.
We will be here, of course, tomorrow night, 7 until 10:30 for Friday Football Frenzy, the Friday edition as well. Adam, your big takeaway from tonight?
Massive win for a Benton Tiger team that when you look at the power rankings right now,
let's do that.
And we are getting into that point.
Oh, I think we are, yeah. This is the week where I think everyone starts paying it. Bless you.
North DeSoto
Notice Puff did not give you a bless you. Bless you again.
Gave him another opportunity.
Didn't do it.
North DeSoto
sitting on his hands right now.
In the current week, using the LHSA formula, was 6th in 4A. They were 15 if you project the schedule all the way out.
Right.
Benton, 26th if you project the schedule all the way out. This was a big win for Benton that may just have wrapped up a playoff spot for them when you think about it.
They get 15 points tonight, right?
Yes. And then whatever North Dakota's able to have, but it's district games from here on out.
When you look at Benton's remaining schedule, their last year in District 1 4A, they're starting to kind of turn the corner here.
That they are. It was a young team coming in. We all knew that, but I tell you what, they
this is a big win. And again, not trying to beat a dead horse, but the call that went Benton's way last week in the Minden game, how huge is that looming right now for Benton's playoffs possibilities, and also with Minden. Benton has Huntington next week. Stephen Dennis and his crew have won 2 games in a row. They're feeling pretty froggy about it. They've got a tough one tomorrow night, obviously, against the undefeated Northwood. And then it's Woodlawn and BTW to close it out. 3 winnable games for Benton, but they could also go 1-2, 2-1.
Right.
So nothing is decided just yet. As far as North DeSoto is concerned, not the end of the line for them. This is just their second loss, of course, after losing to Northwood earlier this year. They got the win over Manny, was a big one. The win over Woodlawn, shutting them out, was a biggie. They've got BTW, Huntington, and Minden. I think that Scott Abernathy would feel pretty good about his chances to go 3-0 in that effort.
I would think so. Yeah.
The game at Minden, though, to wrap up the season will be very interesting as well.
That's going to be a big one, too. Hey, 1-4A. What do you expect?
And not enough being made of the Bird win over Parkway by us tonight. That's a huge win.
Yeah.
A very convincing win.
Right.
And it sounds like, according to Brian Lambert, who was there for us, and Ridge Lewis, who was there for Parkway, sounds like that Mr. Barham really had a nice night tonight.
Bird is flirting with that top 4 kind of area right now in Division I. They sit at number 4. If you look at the numbers, getting up as high as number 2 is not out of the question.
Well, do they have those opportunities on the schedule? That's the thing. Do they have the chance to really kind of stretch their legs on the schedule the rest of the way?
And they need some more of those wins from the opponents they've already played also. They got Parkway tonight. So remember, they are only a 9-game season.
Correct.
They are off week 10.
That is correct. So they have only 2 more games.
Right. So they're not going to get much.
They've got Evangel next week. There's your doozy. And it's a Thursday game, of course.
Yeah.
And to close it out with Airline the next week, which will be a Friday game finally.
Yeah.
But Bird Airline is a Thursday game. Bird Evangel is a Thursday game next Thursday for basically all the marbles in District 1 5A.
Yeah. That's really what it's it's down to that.
Big win for Houghton tonight. Best of luck to Peyton Stovall, the kid who has really come on, Tomas Sloan will more than likely get a lot of credit for being the District 1 5A Offensive Player of the Year. I think Charlie Barham is going to get some consideration.
Right.
Peyton Stovall could very well be your District 1-5A quarterback.
I wouldn't argue with it.
Sounds Belt missed some games.
Right.
Kid's something else, man. Nice win for Airline. They get their second win tonight. Gladney goes the distance over a North Webster squad, and Loyola picks up a nice win on the road, 39-14. So, Puff, great job tonight, buddy. Enjoyed having you as always, man. You're all right in my book.
I appreciate that.
I don't know if Adam's ever said a kind word about you.
He's an angry young man.
Tomorrow, that guy in the hallway, Travis Stewart, will be in your shoes tomorrow night for Friday Football Frenzy. Adam and I will be back tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah.
We really get to see each other a whole lot.
All the time.
Yes. Tim Fletcher Show tomorrow morning, 11:30 the Tiger, 6 to 10. So many coaches, so little time. And then, of course, tomorrow night, Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland, our regular slot here on 101.7 FM, 710 Keel. Friday Football Frenzy, powered by Chevyland. Brought to you by Walk On.